Noah was a rising star. His passion for music consumed his every moment. He spent hours perfecting melodies, writing lyrics, and chasing opportunities that would bring him closer to his dream. And slowly it started paying off. His name began to spread. His songs played on the radio. His concerts drew larger crowds. The world was beginning to recognize his talent. But in the glow of stage lights and the roar of applause, Noah never once looked back. There was someone who had always been there. Someone who sat quietly at the back of his concerts, never in the spotlight. Someone who left food at his door on days he forgot to eat. Someone who called him every night just to ask, "How was your day?" It was his father. But to Noah, his father was just a familiar presence. Someone who had always been there and always would be. Now, Dad, I'm busy. And I'll call you back later. Dad, you don't have to worry about me. I've got this. And sometimes he forgot to call back at all. Then, one night, Noah stepped onto the biggest stage of his life. The audience roared his name. Flashing lights captured his every move. It was everything he had ever wanted. But something felt off. He scanned the crowd. Familiar faces were there. Friends, fans, industry executives. But one face was missing. For the first time, his father wasn't there. It was strange. His father never missed a performance. A small voice in the back of his mind whispered that something was wrong. The moment the show ended, Noah rushed home. He pushed open the door, expecting to see his father waiting in his usual chair. But the house was silent. On the table, there was a letter. "Noah, I've always been proud of you. Through every note you've played, every song you've sung. You don't need to call me back every time. I understand you're busy chasing your dream. But I want you to remember, no matter how far you go, no matter how high you rise, I will always be watching from somewhere nearby." Tears blurred Noah's vision as he gripped the letter in his shaking hands. He had spent his whole life running forward. He had never once turned around. Now, the person who had been standing behind him all along was gone. He had always thought there would be more time, more chances. But time had run out. And for the first time in his life, Noah stood on a stage with no one in the audience waiting for him. Sometimes the ones who love us the most are the ones we take for granted. Don't wait until someone is gone to realize how much they meant to you. Love doesn't need grand gestures, just a simple acknowledgement that they are seen. Turn around. Say thank you before it's too late.